We have spotted a massive diamondback. He's onto us. Oh, there he goes. Jay's gonna try to catch him. Get him, Jay. Get him, Jay. Get him, Jay. Get him, Jay. Yes! Yes!
He's in my boat. He's in my boat.
Oh my God, guys, there's another snake above my head. Oh my God. I got him. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's Cole and Jay, and welcome to today's fishing mission. As you can see, we are in a creek and we are in our brand new kayaks. What's really cool about these kayaks, if you've seen some of our previous videos talking about them, is that you can take the trolling motor feature out of the middle console, you can replace it with the coverboard, and you can simply paddle them around, which is a lot of fun, which is what kayak fishing is all about. It's really about just putting the kayak in the water, paddling around to secret fishing spots to catch some fish, and that is exactly what we are going to do. We're in the creek and we're about as far upstream as you can get, and we are spawning white bass.
Catching white bass in this creek is one of my favorite things to do. I look forward to it every year, and we've already seen some surfacing, like jumping a little bit, so it's getting us really excited, and we're hoping that we can catch a bunch of white bass today.
Yeah, so we're going to continue paddling upstream a little bit further. There's a spot where it gets really narrow and dicey, and that's usually where the fish usually tend to group up at, so hopefully we'll catch some. If you're excited for today's episode, please give this video a like, make sure you are subscribed to the channel, and we'll see you guys once we get to the white bass hole. Hopefully we catch some big ones. Good luck, Jay. I know you want one so bad. All right, let's make our first cast. I'm gonna start off by just throwing a 3-inch white grub. I like to throw the bigger grub because the water's kind of murky, and I'm targeting the big ones. Let's throw up in that riffle and see if there's a fish up in there. Nope, there's a stick that I'm hung up on. First cast. I got a fish. I got one. Fish, first fish. First fish, baby. Finally got up here to a good spot where we can actually fish. Oh, it's a decent one. Come here, buddy. Whoa, white bass. White bass, come here. Yes. Woo. Chuck it. I got one. Look at that, folks. That is the first white bass of the trip so far. The current is actually ripping a little bit. The water's up a little bit. And we figured we'd have to travel upstream a good ways because these fish are probably, you know, navigating the current the same way we are, just trying to go as far up as they can. And finally linked up with one. Solid fish. Throttled it too, hit it really hard. Okay, let's send this guy back. Bye. Okay, here we go, guys. We have spotted a massive diamondback. He's onto us. Oh, there he goes. Jay's gonna try to catch him. Get him, Jay. Get him, Jay. Get him, Jay. Get him, Jay. Yes! 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 Yes!
Whoa!
Whoa! Are you serious?
Whoa!
Whoa!
Oh my God!
Don't get bit!
Holy cow!
That was epic!
Huge. No!
Oh, she got bit.
Dude, my heart is racing.
That was awesome. I thought he was gonna definitely dip out, but you were able to get him. Oh, what an awesome snake. Woo! He is striking at you.
Chill out, buddy.
I can't believe you didn't flip your kayak.
I felt like I almost did.
That was crazy. That was
stuck
crazy.
in this tree. I'm in a pretty awkward situation.
Yeah, maybe you should sit down and come back out here.
I can't sit down.
Yeah, there goes your
Snake
paddle.
wants to bite me in the face.
Nice. That was awesome.
Okay, we just pulled our kayaks up on the bank so we can get a better look at the snake, and that was such a crazy catch. Like, I was honestly not expecting to catch the snake because I figured he would just jump in the water, but he didn't. And let me tell you, it is not easy wrangling a snake in a kayak when you're under a tree.
No, I thought the snake was gonna dip on you. Most of the time when you try to catch a snake in the kayak, they just do the smart thing, they jump in the water. But for some reason, this diamondback water snake did not want to get wet. And look at how big this guy is.
No, I'm so stoked to have caught him because this is the first diamondback of the year. These are my favorite of the water snakes, and this is a really big one.
Yeah, this is actually the third snake we've seen. We've seen a cottonmouth, a small broad-banded water snake, and we were like, man, we didn't want to see a big snake. And I saw this snake as we were cruising back down the creek, and I spotted him from a mile away. This thing is so big. I mean, look at this guy. massive. He bit you a couple times, didn't he?
Yeah,
Let's see the battle
he
wounds.
bit me pretty good.
Ooh, look at that.
I was just having to take it because I couldn't really do anything. I was worried I was gonna flip my kayak.
Yeah, it looked like you were about to flip. I mean, it was, I'm kind of surprised you didn't flip, but that kind of shows you how sturdy these kayaks are. You can definitely wrangle a snake if you have to out of them, and that's something we wanted these kayaks for. Man, what a snake. Here, stretch him out a little bit so we can see, everybody can see how big the snake really is. He's like a 3.5 foot long diamondback. Wow, that snake is huge. Definitely one of the bigger ones we've found in quite some time. I mean, he's easy, like 3 feet, almost 3.5 feet. Massive. What a big guy. I'm blown away by that snake catch. That was awesome.
Thank you. I wish we had a way where we could get an exact measurement on this snake, but we're gonna say that it's 3.5 feet.
Yeah.
And honestly, guys, I'm like standing here holding it, and I'm about to throw up. This snake smells so bad. He like pooped on me.
Look at that, he pooped all over. So that's a defense. Yeah, so that's a defense mechanism of water snakes. Is, you know, when they get cornered by a predator and they get something grabs a hold and they just musk all over themselves, it makes them smell really bad, and it also makes them taste bad. So it makes us not want to eat the snake. Not that we would eat the snake, but you know, maybe some other sort of predator would want to eat this snake, and he'd be like, ugh, nasty. Smell like poop.
I mean, it smells awful.
Jay was kind enough to show the snake for a moment, and while I've got it here in my hands, we're gonna go over a couple of the field marks which help you identify this snake as a northern diamondback water snake. This is Nerodia rhombifer, and this is Arkansas's largest non-venomous aquatic snake species, and one of the ones that most often gets misidentified as a cottonmouth, and for good reason. They're really big. They're big like cottonmouth. They have the big rough keeled scales like cottonmouth, and they can flatten their heads out like a cottonmouth. And even at rest, you can kind of see the back of the head where it looks like those are venom sacs, but that's just because the snake has a really big head. They can swallow huge prey items, and they usually go after fish and frogs, but they'll take anything they can get their mouths around. So now the snake gets the name diamondback water snakes from the awesome diamond little chain-like patterns on its back, and those form these nice bands that go laterally down its side. And then another way you can identify this snake as a diamondback water snake, which helps you differentiate it from other water snakes, is if you flip it over and look at the belly, you can see it has these dark little half moon patterns on the belly. This is completely unique to this type of water snake. If you see a snake that has different belly patterns, it's not going to be this snake. So that's a great way to help you identify this snake as a diamondback. Now, a good way you can tell this snake is non-venomous is by looking at its eyeball. If you look, its pupils are extremely round. They're very round. If this was a cottonmouth or any other sort of pit viper, it would have elliptical or vertical pupils, and that's pretty easy to see. And also you can see on the snake that it is lacking a heat sensing pit between its nostril and its eyeball. There's not another opening right there. So while this snake can be very defensive, and it will bite you, and it will definitely draw blood, it's non-venomous and it's harmless. It just kind of hurts a little bit, but really doesn't hurt that bad at all. Like, Jay, did you feel that bite?
Yeah.
He had big teeth.
He's a bigger snake, so yeah, I definitely did feel that bite.
But I would compare it to,
but it's
like,
not that bad.
I would compare it to like getting bitten by a mosquito though, and like letting mosquitoes like rip on you. That's what I would compare it to, or like stepping on stickers in the yard. But you do bleed because they have an anticoagulant in their saliva, and that helps them just get their prey items down. Man, this snake is huge. This is a really good sized snake. Like we said, it's like 3.5 feet long. These snakes can get upwards of about 4 feet long, and that's an actual mega sized snake. But this is definitely a really good sized snake. Really, really cool. Really cool that we caught this snake, or really cool that Jay caught this snake. Anyways, I'm gonna hand this snake back over to Jay. I'll let her take the honors of releasing the snake. Hope you learned a little bit about this snake, and it'll help you identify it in the future if you happen upon one. You know, it's starting to get warm, these snakes are getting out, and you're more likely to start encountering them more often. So we just want to keep you guys safe and keep these snakes in it because they're so cool. We want to keep these snakes alive. Awesome.
Guys, I am so excited to have caught this snake. Like, look at him. He is so beautiful, so big. And we are so glad that we were able to catch this snake and show it to you guys so you can get an up-close look at it. But now we're about to release the snake back into the wild right on his little beaver dam.
Yep, he's the king of this beaver dam. Ooh.
Whoa!
Oh, there he goes. And he said, I am dipping. We tried to put him back on dry land so he wouldn't go back in the water, but
that's okay.
He was scared of us, and he had every right to be, but hey, good job, Jay. Awesome. Now let's get these kayaks back in the water, and let's continue down the creek, and let's see if we can catch a couple more white bass. We went all the way upstream as far as we were gonna go, and we only caught that one, which is kind of disappointing. I think it's because I think the water's up too high, and I think the fish are like even further upstream than we can catch them. But in the main pool where we kind of started off the video, there was some action right down there, so we're gonna make a few more casts, see if we can catch maybe 1 or 2 more white bass. Fingers crossed. If not, it's been a good trip. Either way, we'll see you down the creek. fish. Fish on, baby. Woo. He's not that big, but I'll take it. Get up here. Yes. Finally got me another white bass. It's been forever, it felt like. He's about a third of the size of the first one I caught, but hey, I'll take it.
Okay guys, we have spotted another snake. And this snake is onto us too. And this is a different species.
I might lose my kayak.
Cole might lose his kayak. But we definitely want to grab the snake because this snake is stunning. I mean, it is gorgeous.
And watch out for cottonmouth though. Okay. Look at this, guys. Beautiful, broad-banded water snake. Gotcha. Oh, shoot. Oh, gosh. I got him. Whew. I almost fell down the beaver hole. Woo! Oh gosh, this is a mess. All right, got him. Let me get back in my kayak before I lose it. I'll show you guys this one. This is a very beautiful snake. Holy smokes. I'm surprised he didn't run either.
Wow.
Woo, got him, and I think I know why this snake didn't run. Look at his eyeballs, guys. Not one, but both of his eyes are like all jacked up. I think he's blind. He's flickering his tongue, so he's aware of his surroundings, but the snake looks great. Look how healthy this snake
beautiful.
Is. I mean, him being visually impaired has definitely not stopped the snake from eating a ton of fish and frogs, that's for sure. Anyways, this is the broad-banded water snake. This is probably my favorite species of water snake, and they also have very, very similar colors to a cottonmouth and they're very often misidentified as such. But this is another harmless, non-venomous species of water snake. Look at his face, look how orange it is. It's like copper. It's beautiful. And then look at the belly on this guy. So this is a great way you can identify this snake as opposed to the diamondback or any other water snake. Look at that belly. You see that? It's like orange checkerboard patterns. Beautiful. I mean, you couldn't find a better looking snake than this. Okay, I really want you guys to see the colors of the snake. So I'm gonna give him a quick dip in the water so we can get kind of the dusty colors off the top of him real quick. So let's give him a quick dip.
Wow.
Look at that, guys. I'm bringing him back up here to me. Look at that. Now you can really easily tell how they get the name broad-banded water snake. I mean, look at those stunning banding patterns on its back. Just a beautiful snake. And this is a pretty good size one too. He's about 2.5 feet long. This is about an average size for an adult of this species. They can get a little bit bigger, but this is a really good sized snake. Look at that. He's just flickering his tongue, trying to get a sense of his surroundings. I mean, he definitely can't see.
That's so sad. I was about to say, that was way too easy.
It is sad, but these snakes are super resilient. I mean, this snake can live a happy long life being visually impaired as it can sense its surroundings with the tongue flickering. So they bring the tongue back into an organ called the Jacobson's organ, and that's how they sense their surroundings. They can get a sense if there's a frog nearby or a fish, and they just go after it, gobble them down. All right, so far we've caught 2 fish and 2 snakes, but I would definitely say that the snake catches are a lot more epic than the white bass catches. I mean, we caught 2 of our favorite water snakes, got to show them to you. This is my first broad-banded water snake of the year, so a lot of firsts today. And I'm gonna send this guy back onto his beaver dam, let him get back to basking, let him get back to hanging out, doing his thing. Well, I was gonna make sure I don't step in that beaver hole again.
Yeah, that was kind of scary.
I almost sunk down to the bottom. All right, guy, we will see you later. All right, one last look at our buddy here. And it is time to put him back on his beaver dam. Remember finding all of our snakes on beaver dams today. Ah, he bit me, God. Oh, he's biting me, guys. Ah, let go. Sorry about that, man. All right, there he goes. He gone.
Good job.
Woo, that last bite though, look at that. Ah. He was
good.
so chill until the very last minute. I was trying to get as close to the beaver dam as I could so I could put him back where he was at. And I didn't have that good of a hold on him. Man, he lit me up. Look at that.
Dang.
Got me real good. That's that anticoagulant in their saliva. And it just makes you bleed. It doesn't hurt, but it just makes you bleed like crazy. Oh well, we'll wash our hands. Oh my gosh, guys. There is another giant diamondback in the top of this tree. Not even kidding. Jay's gonna have to go for the sneak attack from below.
The sun is right in my eyes.
Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, he's huge. Just grab him. Just grab him. She's got him. Oh, she's got him. She's got him. She's got him. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, she's so mad.
Wow. Is that one bigger than the last one?
Oh, that hurt.
Did he bite you?
Oh. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Wow.
That was so crazy.
Oh my goodness, Jay. That is a monster diamondback water snake. You just snatched him out of that tree.
I know, that was so crazy.
Woo, nice snake, Jay. That thing is massive. I don't think he's as big as the first one you caught, but he is a big one.
That was so crazy.
Yeah, it was so crazy. He bit you pretty good.
There.
Yeah, he got you good. But another beautiful diamondback water snake. Look at that huge head though. Got a massive head. Diamondback patterning just like the other one. Awesome. This one was way up in the tree.
I got him though.
I guess we have to keep our eyes up and keep looking in the trees.
Yeah.
Really
they are
cool.
Out today, that's for sure.
They are out and about. Beautiful snake. He probably won't stay in the tree, but you can try to put him back up there if you want.
I'm gonna put him over here on the bank.
Come on the bank? All right, let's get over there and put him on the bank.
All right, buddy, I'm gonna let you go on this nice, warm pile of logs. He's in my boat. He's in my boat. That did not go how I wanted it to. That was so crazy. Oops, okay, well, he's good.
Oh my God, guys, there's another snake above my head. Oh my God. I got him. I got him. It's a rat snake. It's a rat snake. Oh, come here, snake. Oh God, he's biting me. Come here. Woo! Look at that. There are snakes everywhere out here, guys. Woo. Oh, he's grumpy too. Wow, look at that. I just caught this snake right out of the corner of my eyes, right above my head. We were just going down this creek and look at that. Now, while this is not an aquatic species, these guys are excellent swimmers, but he was just up here on this limb, just like all the other snakes, just up basking. Wow, that guy is awesome. Now, this isn't a huge rat snake, but it is a nice one. These guys, he's probably about 3 feet long. Whoa, but he's not super thick. These guys can get up to 6-7 feet long and be about as wide around as your arm. Fantastic. Now these guys mainly eat birds, so there's a lot of birds starting to build nests up here, starting to nest. So he's probably, you know, sitting up here basking, but you know, awaiting for a bird to come into striking distance, which they will grab that bird. These guys are constrictors. He throws some coils around him. Whoa, he wants to bite me. Look at that. And then they'll go on ahead and consume that bird. Really cool snake, guys. This guy is so grumpy. He wants to bite so bad. Beautiful rat snake. Jay, did you expect to catch a rat snake today?
No, that's so awesome.
Isn't that cool? I don't know how many snakes. We caught 3 or 4 snakes today so far. This is probably the last one. We're gonna let this snake go, put him back in the tree. Now, unlike the other snakes we've released, this snake should go right up in the tree, should be nice and smooth, a nice easy release. But man, that thing is so cool. I love these snakes. They're so awesome. All right, buddy. I'm gonna let you go back into your tree. Do big things, get big, eat some birds, stay safe and healthy. There he goes. Peace out, buddy. All right, well, we've decided that that was all the fun we could handle from this location today. We are going to paddle our kayaks back downstream to where we launched them at. We're gonna load them back up in the truck and we're gonna head back to the house. We'll see you guys when we get there. Well, that's gonna wrap up today's episode, guys. We had a blast exploring the creek today in our new kayaks. It was a ton of fun catching a couple of fish, but it was even more fun finally being able to catch some snakes. That was like a lot of firsts of the year. The snakes are out and about, the weather's getting nice, and you can expect a whole lot more herping content to be coming in the future.
If you want to check out the kayaks that we were using today to get around the creek, be sure to check the link in our video description and you can find all the information on those kayaks. And if you enjoyed today's video, be sure to hit the like button for us. And if you're not already, be sure you are subscribed to our channel so you do not miss out on any of our future outdoor adventures.
We're Cole and Jay, and we'll see ya on the next video. Bye, guys.